Well, babe, we had a bit of a good and bad night. The good part is, guess who slept with me all night from about 3 this morning to almost 2 o'clock? This one. And so the first thing I did was give him a couple kisses. And then because a couple times I woke up from I woke up at like 10, 11, 12, and he looked like he was still just, snoozing. So when he woke me up, I rolled over and he got very excited. So I was like, oh, he's ready to wake up. But he was just laying there. He wasn't being super extra. He was just being cuddly lovey. So I gave him some pets and some kisses. And then I figured I better get him up to the pee pads before we had something happen in our bed over excitement. So I come out here holding him, ready to put him down on the pads, and he already pooped and peed. He must have done that before he woke me up. So he does know to come out here and go. I haven't found any accidents anywhere else, so that's good news. I still have to pet him up when I go to work tonight. I don't have that much trust in him, but the bad news is my camera looks fuzzy. Let me see. Does that help? He went poops last night, and it's still diarrhea, and there was a little bit of mucusy, bloody stuff at the very, very end, and I originally saved it. I was going to call the vet, but I realized it's Sunday, so I'm going to just watch it for right now, because other than that, he's playing, he's eating, he's fine. I did do some Googling, and he either has, either the food's not agreeing with him, which, he's just 11, almost 12 weeks old, and on this chicken and rice kind of stuff. That little bit of chicken I gave him could have given him pancreatitis. They could have been way too fatty for his very little body. I guess they're extremely sensitive, as crazy as that sounds. Or it's possible he could have eaten something, which I see him pick up and try to eat things all the time. I try to keep the fork very clean and things away from him, but like yesterday I found a plastic piece in his mouth from a hanger. He just gets into everything. Or they said it could do that, like if they're straining. So either his stomach's upset, he has worms, which I'm leading more so between worms or the pancreatitis, even though he had 2 treatments of worms. No, that's not the potty spot. That's not the potty spot, no. I don't know if he's trying to poop. I think he is. Yeah. So I'm gonna work tonight, because when I woke up this morning, he just had the, it's not complete water stool, but it's very soft and watery, so he's still having diarrhea. I'm gonna, instead of doing like an emergency trip, I'm sure he'll be fine until I contact them, because they'll probably just tell me to monitor him anyways. I will call the vet Monday morning when I get out of work and see if they can move his appointment up, or if I can drop on your pads, over here, on your pads. I'll see if I can drop a stool sample off. For them to check. His stomach's not bloated, but he is doing a lot of itching. He is dragging his butt on the ground a little bit, but it's only after he poops, and I think that's just to clean it, even though I clean it for him. But see, he's doing a lot of itching, and I was worried if he had sensitive skin. I don't see any fleas on him, but I don't really know. And maybe he didn't really come from the breeder's home. Maybe he came from, being all caged in somewhere. I really have no idea. So That's the good and the bad news. The good news is he can be trusted to be let out at night and be with us. And he used the stairs. He's been using the stairs ever since I put the pillows up. Yeah, I stepped on that. That's a piece of your food all crumpled. See, he's still very playful, very active. I've had him a little bit now. I'll give him a little bit more food when I leave. Last night after he had that kind of poop, I picked up the rest of his food. His belly could rest. I didn't want him to eat anything. I want to give him his colon some time to rest. He's a really a full-time job, and I worry about him, and I really am not excited I have to go to work tonight with all these things going on. But I said, well, if I'm really worried, I should bring him to an emergency vet, but I'm pretty sure. I said, well, if I woke up this morning and there was any blood in his stool, I would take him, and there wasn't. I picked it up in a plastic bag, and believe me, I scrutinized it. It was just that real little speck I saw last night. So he's got something going on that his belly or his colon doesn't like. So it's either worms, food, it could be stress, they said, or he could have eaten something. But I'm doing the right thing, the chicken and rice. Speaking of which, I got a bunch more shit in. I don't know if I should store it in the cabinets, over the cabinets, or maybe I'll just have you get me a shelving unit for there that I can put all his stuff on, which I think would be easier because, you know, I've got the chicken wet stuff, the beef wet stuff. I've got big bags of his food, which watch him never eat again. I've got rice, I've got chicken, I've got his freeze-dried snacks that are healthy for him. And I'm gonna get into, I think I'm gonna bring my Instapot over here and make his chicken in it. That way it's nice and tender and cooked good. And I bought him special. We got him, what did we get you? We got you special doggy bone broth that has no MSG, garlic, or onion in it. I ordered another kind too, and I also ordered a powder that we can mix. Because I think this one here is going to be picky and he's going to need a flavor enhancer to eat his kibble. But whatever floats his boat. I wouldn't want to eat kibble either, so I don't blame him. I just have some options. I do think, even though he has the diarrhea, I'm going to give him just one dose of the the vitamins today. Come on, baby. Come in. Let's go get your, come in. I started feeding the kids, and of course I'm distracted because I wanted to feed him because we got up late so I can put food down before I leave again. I wanted to make sure he pooped before I went to work, make sure he played and get tired. Started feeding the kids. See, now he wants to eat a corner of that. No, this is the problem. But he's puppy and I can't stop everything. Come on, let's go get your toys. Get your toys. Come in. I don't know if he's about. Oh, there's an airplane going by. Gizmo, come. Gizmo. Leave it. Leave it. And you got it hanging off your fur. I got to brush him before we go. We tried his new toothbrush yesterday. I liked it, but we're going to need some help with that. Get some of your toys. Get some of your toys. I legit cannot believe I went to his pen this morning and he went and peed and pooped in the pee pads. This is going to be super annoying, but I realized he likes to use that box more than these. These are just like little trays underneath, so if he pees a lot, it doesn't go through on the floor. We might have to get 2 more of those boxes, one for the kitchen, one for in here, which isn't the worst idea because they come up on the sides so nothing splatters. And he has had some splatter in the pen. So we'll talk about that in a week. Come on, Gizmo. See, I can't go anywhere. He gets into everything. The rest of the pillows came in. I'm just waiting for the case to come in. Our room looks like a puppy playground. Who runs this house? Who runs it? You run this house? That's my coffee. That's my coffee. Yeah, that's my coffee. You like the smell of it, but you got enough tummy troubles. Say good morning to Daddy. All right, so we gotta feed the kids. Speaking of which, ever since I cleaned that little black filter right there on the side, whole tank has been quiet. No more humming from that other filter. So everyone's in there, waking up. Water's still good. I gotta add a little bit this morning. I cleaned the skimmer yesterday, but you could never know it. This guy's poor tank. He needs some help, but he's doing all right. Leave it. Leave it. See, as soon as I'm not paying attention, good gracious. So yeah, place is a mess. We need Daddy to help us organize. Mommy's exhausted. I have to figure out the vet tomorrow. As long as I don't see any bloody stool. I don't want to wait till Thursday, but I could. It's not going to be the worst thing. And it'd give us a chance to see if it clears up or not, to see what's really going on. But I have a feeling he probably does have more. I don't see anything in his stool, but it's not to say he doesn't have parasites. And maybe that's why the guy didn't want me to give a stool sample. I don't know. Hey, leave it. All right, get your toys. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come in. Let's get your squeakers. Come in. I put these on the bed last night and he was killing me. He was carrying them off. The real tiny ones. I bought this at PetSmart. I was going to write the name down and I forgot. I wanted to look online because they're just tiny enough for him to carry around. Those go in his log. He's not going to be happy when he's pinned up later, but hopefully it's okay. It'll be much better when you're here. He really is a good dog. He just needs some puppy reminders, but I still can't believe he didn't have an accident when I was sleeping and helped himself off the bed without falling. So things are moving in the right direction here, other than this place looks like the dog runs it